Convoy calls on PM, no secret deal with Washington to procure fuel from wherever available, FM. Economy bleeding, LDC graduation not possible now, commodity prices to rise for war, Finance Minister. Special measles vaccination begins in 30 upajelas nationwide from 3rd May amid growing concerns. Islam welcoming you all to the evening news. You have just had the Crown Cement headlines. Now let's move on to the details. U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, Brent Christensen, paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Tariq Rahman, where the two sides discussed a range of bilateral issues of mutual interest. After the meeting, the Foreign Ministry said the talks focused on trade and investment, energy security, technology cooperation, and ongoing development partnership between the two countries. They also discussed continued humanitarian assistance for the Rohingya, with both sides reaffirming the importance of sustained international support for the displaced population. In the meantime, Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman is likely to visit U.S. on 13th April. Foreign Minister Khalilur Rahman has stated that the government will procure fuel from wherever it is available at the most affordable price. Following a meeting between U.S. Ambassador and Prime Minister Tariq Rahman, the technocrat minister also clarified that there is no secret agreement with the U.S.
যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের সঙ্গে আমাদের কোনো গোপন চুক্তি নাই। এই যে চুক্তি সেটা আমরা প্রকাশ করে দিয়েছি। দুই নম্বর কথা হচ্ছে যে কেউ কেউ বলছেন যে এই চুক্তির কারণে আমাদেরকে আমেরিকার কাছে পারমিশন চাইতে হচ্ছে। একেবারে মিথ্যে কথা। এই রাশিয়ান তেল কেনার ব্যাপারে সব দেশের উপরে রেস্ট্রিকশন আছে, আমেরিকান রেস্ট্রিকশন। সুতরাং আপনাকে সেই রেস্ট্রিকশনের ওয়েভার চাইতে হবে। এটার সঙ্গে চুক্তির বাণিজ্য চুক্তির কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই।
Bangladesh's economy is experiencing significant strain, with nearly all key indicators trending downward. As a result, Finance and Planning Minister Amir Mohammad Mosaddak stated the country currently does not have the opportunity to graduate from LDC status. He also expressed concern that commodity prices may rise in the coming days due to the ongoing energy crisis. A seminar was held at the Planning Ministry jointly organized by the government and the United Nations delegation on LDC graduation to review the country's preparedness for transitioning out of LDC status.
মধ্যপ্রাচ্যে যে যুদ্ধ চলছে এটার ইম্প্যাক্ট অনেক বড় এবং এটা বাংলাদেশের তহবিল, সরকারি তহবিলকে এটা থেকে রক্তক্ষরণ হচ্ছে, এক কথায় বলতে গেলে রক্তক্ষরণ হচ্ছে। এগুলো আমরা ফায়ার ফাইটিং করতেছি প্রত্যেক দিন। তারপরে বাংলাদেশের আপনার যে দায় দেনা হয়েছে এটা ম্যানেজমেন্ট একটা বড় ধরনের একটা সমস্যা হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে। এই মুহূর্তে গ্র্যাজুয়েশন দিকে যাওয়ার কোনো সুযোগ নেই। টোটাল সাপ্লাই চেইন ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হচ্ছে এবং সব কিছুতে আগামী দিনে দ্রব্যমূল্য বাড়বে, এ ব্যাপারে কোনো সন্দেহ নেই।
Measles infections are increasingly alarming even in remote parts of the country. Parents are rushing with their children from urban areas to rural hospitals, struggling to cope with the growing number of patients. In response, an emergency measles vaccination campaign has been launched in 30 high-risk upajelas. At the inauguration of the campaign in Nawabganj, Dhaka, the health minister said the measles outbreak is more dangerous than COVID. He explained the disease has spread rapidly because vaccination efforts have been halted for the past 6 years. The sudden surge in measles cases, he added, is largely due to prolonged suspension or irregularity in vaccination programs. Representatives from UNICEF and the World Health Organization were also present at the event.
একটা প্রসেস দিয়ে যাওয়াই উচিত ছিল সব সময়, কিন্তু 2020 ডিসেম্বরের পর থেকে বিগত সরকারগুলি এই টিকাদানটা কন্টিনিউ করে নাই, যেই কারণে একেবারে বজ্রপাতের মতন আমাদের উপরে সে রাতারাতি কিছুদিনের ভিতরে অনেক বেড়ে গিয়েছে। 3রা মে থেকে অর্থাৎ আগামী মাসের 3 তারিখ থেকে অবশিষ্ট সারা দেশের সকল জেলা সকল উপজেলায় একযোগে আমরা এই টিকাদান কর্মসূচি চালিয়ে যাব ইনশাআল্লাহ।
At the same time, the fuel crisis in the capital is becoming increasingly severe. Long queues at petrol stations and hours of waiting have become common, yet there is still no certainty of obtaining fuel. Working people who travel across the city daily for their livelihoods are suffering the most from this situation. Fuel shortages are also affecting almost all districts of the country. In Rangpur and Rajshahi, many petrol stations have run out of petrol and octane, forcing most pumps to remain closed. Even when some stations receive supplies after several days, long lines form from early morning. Meanwhile, the government has announced a change in the operating hours for shops and shopping malls, extended by 1 hour, following a request from the shop owners.
গত রাতে কিন্তু মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর সাথে আমি এবং আমার মন্ত্রী মহোদয় এই বিষয়ে কথা বলেছি এবং যেহেতু এটা জনগণের সরকার, অর্থাৎ জনগণ ভোট দিয়ে সরকারকে সরকার পরিচালনার দায়িত্ব দিয়েছে, সেহেতু এই দোকান মালিক সমিতির তাদের আবেদন, তাদের অনুরোধ বিবেচনায় সরকার প্রধান আমাদের মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী সন্ধ্যা 7টা পর্যন্ত এখন বিপণী বিতান খোলবার সময় পুনর্নির্ধারণ করেছেন। হ্যাঁ, এবং এটা আমরা আনুষ্ঠানিকভাবে আমরা এই দোকান মালিক সমিতির প্রতিনিধিবৃন্দকে ডেকে এই মেসেজটা কনভে করে দিয়েছি। হ্যাঁ, আজকে থেকে কার্যকর হবে।
The newly appointed Director General of the Rapid Action Battalion, Ahsan Habib Polash, said the force is ready to provide all necessary assistance to the tribunal in advancing judicial processes. Speaking at a press conference at the RAB Media Center in Karwan Bazar, he said the question of whether RAB will be dissolved is a matter for the government to decide. He added that if the force continues to act responsibly in the service of the state, its image will improve and the sanctions imposed by Washington may eventually be lifted. In cultural news, the first day of the Bengali New Year will be celebrated this year with a procession named Boishakhi Shobhajatra instead of Mongol or Anando Shobhajatra. Cultural Affairs Minister Nitai Roy Chaudhary said the matter will also be communicated to UNESCO. After a meeting with representatives of various ethnic groups, the minister explained that the procession has undergone several name changes in the past, from Anando Shobhajatra during the Ershad era to Mongol Shobhajatra during the Awami League regime, and again to Anando Shobhajatra under the interim government. He said the BNP government aims to end the controversy over the name in order to maintain unity amid diversity. A report on the Bangladesh Cricket Board election has been submitted to the National Sports Council by an investigation committee led by former Justice A.K.M. Asaduzzaman. The 5-member committee was formed on 11th March to examine whether the election process had been conducted fairly. Committee members interviewed several individuals, including current and former directors, as well as BCB President Aminul Islam Bulbul. Although former youth and sports advisor Asif Mahmood was invited for questioning, he did not respond. The head of the committee stated that the investigation was conducted impartially and without directly accusing anyone. Before ending, let's have a look on the Crown Cement headlines once again. U.S. envoy calls on PM no secret deal with Washington to procure fuel from wherever available, FM. Economy bleeding, LDC graduation not possible now, commodity prices to rise for war, Finance Minister. Special measles vaccination begins in 30 upajilas nationwide from 3rd May amid growing concerns. And that's all from the newsroom for now. To know updates, videos of this bulletin, visit our website www.ntvbb.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates of our NTV's our popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondar Khabor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us. Have a good time.